Hey footprinters, Chrissy here. I'm sorry about the light. I'm trying to might move it a little bit closer. But hey, if it makes me look angelic. Anyway, I thought I'd do some reading today before I just settle down for the evening and, relax for the rest of the evening. So 130-meter section of the new border wall that Trump built fell over into Mexico. The claim is that it's because it was sitting in cement that hadn't cured properly yet. There were 37 miles per hour winds, 37 miles per hour winds, which is something like 80 kilometres or 70, 80 kilometres an hour. That's high wind, but a wall such as that, especially one that's got slats and it's a slatted wall, it shouldn't have collapsed even with that wind, because the wind would have gone through it, but it was seen swaying and then it fell over. So I thought I would do a reading for entertainment purposes only. Let's see, why did this border wall collapse? Why did this section of wall collapse? I don't buy the concrete hasn't set properly. Proceed. If the concrete was not setting properly, they would have braced it, and they didn't brace it. They tried to brace it after it started waving, but if it was a known thing that the concrete would take a long time to cure properly enough to hold it up, they would have already had it braced, and they didn't. I'm going to ask the question, did the border wall collapse? Did this section of border wall collapse because of shoddy work, cut corners? A lot of contractors would have been looking to make a lot of money out of this wall, considering the funds were diverted from other areas where they should have been. Was it due to shoddy work? So I'm using the Annie Libri deck. Lovely colourful deck to sit here. Lots of colours. My viewers know that I like colour. Welcome to any new viewers. I have passed 300, so I'm really pleased about that. And so welcome to any new subscribers and any new viewers. And if you do like what I do, and you haven't subscribed, but watch a few of my videos, and if you still like what I do and stuff, then by all means, please subscribe and tell other people to check me out. I do this for fun. It's a hobby. I'm not psychic. I'm not a medium. I'm not sensitive. I'm intuitive. Everyone is intuitive. So I'm an intuitive. Okay, hang on a moment. Just wanted to let my husband know that I was doing a reading, because he started to, you might have heard him just call out a bit for something there. So, okay, so did this section of border wall collapse because of shoddy work? Did this section of border wall collapse? It's on the California-Mexico border, I believe. Did this section collapse because of shoddy work? Okay, put this down. Oopsie daisy. There we go. Sorry about that. I accidentally... I'm going to bring that down a bit. I accidentally turned it off when I went to adjust it. So, did this section of wall collapse because of shoddy work? Let's have a look. 8 of Swords. Someone could be heading to jail. They've painted themselves into a corner and they could be heading to jail. So, Wheel of Fortune, that's a yes. 6 of Coins, laundering, death. Let's see. Well, death is a no. Coins is a yes. Yes. Yeah, there was some shoddy work involved. Possibly some money laundering. Somebody is about... this is going to make a huge change in something. This is big. This is going to add to the end of somebody's career. There's going to be a lot of questions asked, especially with the fuss made over it and all the money that was diverted to build it. I'm not a structural engineer, but there's no way this wall should have fallen over, even if the concrete hadn't set properly. It would have been shored up for extra support until it had set properly. So saying it's because it hadn't cured properly is just a cover-up story. This is fate. Somebody is definitely going to have a change of fortune. And I do believe that there was some fiddling with some money happening there. Possibly skimming money off the top. So we will put the 8 of Swords to go into jail card there. We'll shuffle again and I'm going to ask another thing. Was somebody skimming money from the funds, from the federally provided funds? Was somebody skimming money from the federal funds that went towards this new war? That's a Tower. That's a no. 3 of Swords is a no. No, somebody wasn't. I asked if somebody was skimming money. That's a 5. 7 of Wands. That's defending themselves, but somebody's gonna definitely. There's definitely been betrayal of some kind. So I've got money laundering here. So it wasn't skimming the money, it was money laundering. And that is definitely a betrayal. This Tower has landed on top of the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody is going to go down big time for this. And they're going to end up having to defend themselves, but it's just not going to make any difference. Now, of course, Trump ordering the wall. Let's have a look at what's on the bottom. The Fool. That's a yes. Somebody was really stupid. So, somebody was really stupid and didn't think things through before they jumped off the cliff here. Now, of course, Trump's border war, I've always felt it was a bit dodgy, but I don't like Trump. I don't think he'd do something this stupid, but I'll ask the question because I really don't think he could be this stupid. is does Trump have a hand in what's happened with the money and everything? Is Trump involved with this? Is Trump involved with this? I have to say I'm a little bit biased. I've always thought that, you know, that there's a possibility. So, you know, just beware on this one. I'm a little bit biased. Like, you know, I try to be as objective as possible, and that's why I automatically think, oh yeah, Trump. But it's like, no, it's not necessarily Trump. So I'm going to ask if he's involved in any way. I mean, whoever is behind it is going to go down for it. Okay, so I'm going to ask, is Trump involved in any way? Judgment. Judgment is a yes. Wow. Trump's certainly going to be judged for it, even if he's not involved. King of Coins. Oh, that's a yes, and that's Trump. Three of Coins. Dirty money. Group work and dirty money. That's a yes. The Moon, that's a no, but there's two yeses and there's three if you add in the Judgment on the bottom. And stuff is going to come out about it. Stuff's going to be brought to light. Wow. I can't see there not being investigations into why this happened. Just because it's been so controversial. So are there going to be, are there going to be investigations into this? Are there going to be investigations? It's one thing to the card say, yes, he's involved in dirty money, money laundering, betrayal. And if he did, if he has, like, stolen from the American people, from the defense force and all that, what a betrayal that is. Will there be an investigation? Will there be will there be a real investigation? Let's do that. Yes, the truth is going to come out. Justice, that's a yeah, that's a maybe, yeah, maybe. Three of Cups. Yes, yes. People celebrating. This is three lots of three here, and the Seven of Cups. People are going to try and gaslight, but it's not going to work. This is two maybes and a yes, so that's definitely yes. Someone is going to be caught. There's a lot of major arcana in here. Someone is going to be brought to justice over it. People are going to be celebrating. They're going to try and gaslight and cover things up, but it's not going to work. A lot of people have been saying for a long time that money is going to bring Trump down when they release his tax returns or when they find out how he's going to earn his money. But money in one way or another is going to bring Trump down. I'll ask one more question. That is this the money issue? Is this the money issue that brings Trump down? Is this the money issue that brings Trump down? That turned up. That's the Queen of Cups. That's a yes. The Sun. Big yes. Things are going to come to light. Six of Swords, very bumpy ride. It's not going to be a happy time. That's a maybe. Queen of Cups is a yes. And the Emperor is a yes. It's going to bring, yes. This is Trump. He's going to be in for a rough ride. Things are going to come out. Look, this, I don't know. It could be the thing that brings him down. A lot of people saying for a long time it's money that's going to do it, and people say, oh, it's his tax returns and all this. I thought that at first too, but it's been quite a long time since I've thought that. I've been thinking, you know, something else to do with money, because, you know, money is Trump's god, and he will do anything for it. He will break any law for it, cross any lines for it. And it's not inconceivable that he would, you know, skim off the top, skim money from the federal government to get it. You know, he's broken the emoluments clause. He's, you know, lifted sanctions that shouldn't be lifted. He's threatened to go in and just take Iraq's oil, for heaven's sakes, and somebody else's oil. And so it's not inconceivable that this whole war thing was just a way for him to make money by getting in his mates, his friends, contractors, and him getting a kickback. And then on top of that, let's ask that question. Did Trump get a kickback from the contractors for the war? Wouldn't it be lovely if all this came to light? Five of Swords. That's a no, but it is also no honour. No honour amongst thieves. The Star, that's a yes. Five of Wands. Conflict, that's a no. Ten of Swords is a no. Well, it says not. But I asked if Trump got a kickback. So, hopefully not, but I don't know. I just think there's kickbacks involved. Did anyone in the Trump family get a kickback? Seven of Swords. No. Five of Queens. No. Ace of Cups is a yes. Ten of Cups. Ooh. Republicans. I think the kickback for Trump and the Republicans would have just been in getting votes they might normally not have gotten. But I don't think there's monetary kickback, but I'm sure there's some advantage for them somewhere. But that just could be my, you know, basically I put my objectivity aside a little bit for this reading. But, you know, the cards say somebody, they asked the last few questions specifically about Trump, but this could bring Trump down. I think he knew what was going on. I don't think he was stupid enough to take kickbacks directly from the companies, but I'm sure he's made some money on it somehow. So, yeah. Anyway, so that is the question about this 130 metre section of border wall collapsing and falling into Mexico. Wouldn't it be lovely if Mexico said, you can have the materials back, but you've got to pay us for them? And you've also got to pay for the damage to our land. Love it. Anyway, why did the board, well, something dodgy. That's why that board collapsed. So, now, what else can I read on? Let's go past the acquittal. Okay, let's see. I'm going to ask, not if they will acquit him or not, but is the acquittal, is Donald Trump's acquittal as certain now as it was before? So, you know, is it still, is Donald Trump's acquittal still a sure thing? Now, I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot here, which is by Elizabeth Alba. Art by Elizabeth Alba and it's by Deborah Blake. So I thought I'd use some fun cards. And so, is Trump's acquittal as, is it the done deal that everyone thinks? It probably will get off, but let's see. Is Trump's acquittal as certain as everyone thinks? Is his acquittal as certain as everyone thinks? Is his acquittal as certain as everyone thinks? Nine of Cups. The wish card. Interesting. That's the wishes come true card. But wishes come true for who? Let's have a look. Nine of Swords. Anxiety. The Emperor. Four of Swords. No. Maybe. Yes. Yes. Maybe. Maybe. So not a clear yes. Two maybes and a no. Now, this is what he wants, but this is also, a lot of people are wishing that this is the case. So this could be the actual case. He's not as sure as he was. He's losing some sleep over it. Retirement. There are several senators retiring. Stepping back, taking a rest. They've got nothing to lose by, you know, not following the party line. Really, they haven't got anything to lose by not following the party. So what? The Republican Party might be pissed off with them, blah, blah, blah. Fox might not like them, but they've really got nothing to lose by following their conscience. And maybe a few of them are thinking about it. And this is the Emperor. He's not. He's got this sort of like unsure look in his face. You know, normally the emperors are staring. He's trying to be stern and put this. He's not quite as stern and as unyielding and as sure of himself as some of the other decks are. So look, the betting is that it will happen, but it's not quite the sure thing that everybody thinks it is. So if they don't acquit him, but if they don't get the votes to remove him, so he could get convicted of these things. Or they might only acquit him of one. They might acquit him of abuse of power, but will they acquit him of... Okay, will they acquit him of abuse of power? King of Pentacles, that's him. That's a yes for him. High Priestess, that's a maybe. Temperance is a yes. Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is a no. That's still up in the air a bit too. Somebody has their own agenda, and they're not sure if acquitting him is going to, of abuse of power, is going to play into that agenda. They're trying to find a balance. It's not as sure a thing as McConnell wants everyone to think and as Trump wants everyone to think. This is the walking away card. I think there are some, and it's interesting that it's on the retirement, the retreat and retirement card. It's walking away. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up, but this is the abuse of power. So that's not as sure a thing as they think either. Will they acquit him on the obstruction of Congress? By rights, they should find him guilty of that. Not necessarily remove him, but they should find him guilty. But anyway, let's see. Will they acquit him on obstruction of Congress? Tower, that's a no, but that's the bottom card. It's definitely going to be a Tower moment, whatever this vote is for him. Six of Swords, that's a maybe. Seven of Swords is a no. Ten of Wands is a no. No! He's not going to get away with it. The burden of proof is too heavy. They're going to have a rough ride of it if they don't, but you know, everyone's saying acquittal is a foregone conclusion, acquittal is a foregone... Even when I did the reading last night, acquittal came up as, yeah, pretty much that's what's going to happen. But things have changed a little bit overnight for some reason. It's not as foregone a conclusion as people think. I don't think they'll get the votes to remove him from office. But he could possibly... They only need 15 votes for senators to say, no, we can't acquit you. We can't acquit him, 4 or 5 of this. So he might not be acquitted, might not be able to be removed, but he's still going to have that stain if they can't acquit him, if they don't acquit him. Yeah. That is really interesting. He's not going to get away with the shit. That's what he's saying. That's what this... And this is a Tower. This is, you know... Will they... I asked, will they acquit him on obstruction of justice? And the Tower was a no card as well. So this is a real... a Tower moment for him. Wow. interesting. Yeah, I am pretty surprised because I'm just doing the yes, no, but also, of course, what the cards say in these things. These retiring senators, I think, are really, I think people are underestimating what they may do. They don't have to please Trump. They don't have to please anyone. They can follow their conscience if they want. They're not running for office. And if they follow their conscience, and if they decide in future they want to step up and run for president, doing the right thing here would be, good for them. Wow, now that was interesting, wasn't it? Wow. Again, I don't. This is my interpretation of the cards. I use a yes, no list, and I always have it on me because I have so much for my poor old brain to remember that it's. Sometimes I think it's gonna explode. That would be nice and messy, wouldn't it? Now, let's see. I think we might do one more quick reading, and then I might do some. I've got a new oracle deck, so let's see. So we've done the Wall, and we've done is acquittal. Really a sure thing. Let's have a look. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 senators retiring. I think. I know there's at least 4, and I think there might be 5. So how about we do an overview on these 5? I know that Alexander is one of them. And I'm sorry, I can't remember the other ones. But let's focus in on the retiring Republican senators. Let's just do an overview on them. Just an overview on them in general. About how they're going as a group. Okay, the retirees. So I'm just going to push this back a bit. Back up on the thing. And put that down. Okay. So let's have a look. The Republican retirees. We'll do an overview. What's their situation? The retiring Republican senators. What's going on with them at the moment? Tower. They could deliver a tower moment. Wow. That's the second time the tower's come up. This is a completely different deck. You saw me, shuffle. So anyway, so we're doing a overview, the 7-card one. The Underworld, 14. That's done. Where's the little book? I don't use these very often, so I'm trying to remember. 14. Normally it's Temperance, but I don't think this is Temperance in this deck because this deck actually has a couple of extra different cards. So the High Priest, let's see, and the web tells you that much. So the underworld, rebirth. The Underworld. When the Underworld cards appear, you are being asked to look at your subconscious motivations. Wow. It's inappropriate. You're being held prisoner by your inner fears or by suppressed experience that you refuse to face and deal with. This inappropriate response is weakening you and putting you in danger of becoming an emotional cripple. Wow. This is like, you may be punishing yourself for things that are not your fault. So that's what the card says. That's what the little book here says in general about this card. But it's asking you to look at your subconscious motivations. Subconscious, what you know to be right. In this case, they're being asked to look at what does their conscience say. Their conscience say. Okay, current influences on them. The start. Trump. That's one part of it. The other part of it is the burden of hope of the American people. So Trump is on one side saying, I'm the star, I'm the big one, I'm the only hope. But the other side is the American people. And 79% of American vote of the American people want witnesses. 49% of Republicans want witnesses. 52% people feel he should be acquitted and removed from office. He should be convicted and removed from office. They've got this conflict, and what Trump, the star, wants them to do, the star of the Republican Party, and the hopes and dreams of the American people. They feel pretty vulnerable, but they're not as vulnerable as they think they are, but they're feeling that for some reason. What's above them? Six of Wands. Six of Wands is victory. This is, both sides want victory. The Trump side and the Democrat side. They both want victory. And of course that's what this whole thing is about. The trial is someone's going to emerge victorious in one way or another. So that, of course, it's hanging over everything. The need for victory on both sides. What's in their immediate future? Intellect, Ace of Swords, the truth coming out. Intellect. Getting to the truth, getting to the heart of the matter. This might be, some of these retiring senators might vote for witnesses because they want to get to the truth of the matter. This is the immediate future, so we're looking at the trial. Subconsciously, sacrifice, the hanging man. If they vote against Trump, they're going to sacrifice their party. But it's also a change in perspective. Subconsciously, also this could mean they want a little bit more time. They need a bit more time. Things need to be slowed up a bit. So bringing in witnesses might need that. Or subconsciously they know that their perspective is completely different to others. But either way, they'll be sacrificing themselves in one way or another. They'll either be sacrificing themselves for the good of the American people and having Trump and whoever else in the Republican Party turn against them, or they'll be sacrificing their souls or their conscience. So either way, they're going to be sacrificing something. Past actions leading up to where they are. Regret, Five of Cups. Oh, a lot of them are really regretting sticking with the party line. Some of them really regret sticking with the party line and making deals with the devil, with McConnell, or letting themselves be bossed by McConnell. The next step for these guys, the next step, Four of Swords, rest and retirement again, because that's it, they are retiring. So they're retiring. This is what will they do? What will they do? Will they follow their conscience, or will they follow the party line? Nine of Discs. Gain. They've got nothing to gain by going with the party line. and they've got nothing to lose by going against it. So either way, they're sitting pretty because they're retiring. Knight of Discs. You're really taking their time and thinking things through. Husbandry. This one's called Husbandry. And it's the husbandry of nurturing, being there, providing support. Mistletoe. I know that has some significance, but no. Faithfulness? I'm not quite sure. I have to look that up. And opposition, the Two of Swords. They've really got to be careful. They're at a crossroads, the Two of Swords. They either blindly go with Trump, or they make that difficult decision. I really hope that this is correct with regard to those retiring senators. I really hope they just decide, I've got nothing to lose. I've got nothing to, I'm certainly not going to gain anything by sticking with the party line, and I've got nothing to lose because I'm retiring. So what if people give me a few dirty looks in the party or whatever? Big whoopee, you know? They could make a difference. We'll see if they're brave enough to do that. Anyway, my darlings, one more thing. Now, I know last night I pulled a few cards about what you can do to stay on top of things. So I might do another 3 cards about what's the best way to go. Another 3 cards about coping. So what is the best way you can cope? Now this deck is called the Sacred Oracle, the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Ling. Is that it? I'm going to pull past, present, future. How the past, for past, it's how you can utilize things from the past for your future. How you can deal with what's happening in the present, and ways in which you can forge forward in the future. So past, present, future. Okay, so what can you take from the past voyage? Everything that's happened on the past has been part of a voyage to where you are now. So you would have been to different places, met different people, seen different things, and you absorb so much more than you realize. So look at that journey that you've been on, and actually 2 cards here. So look at that journey that you've been on and see what you can take from it to help carry the load in the future. This larger whale is helping carry the smaller one on the ongoing voyage. It's a lot older and it's larger, and it's used its wisdom that it's gathered from its long life as a way. And you can see that this moon here, even though it's got clouds in front of it, it's still illuminating a path. The past can still illuminate, things from your past can illuminate a trail into the future. So, wonders. Look back at the things, because we're looking back at the past here. And this was, I didn't realise I'd put 2 cuts, but we'll include that as well. Look back at the past and look at the things that cause you wonder and excitement and gave you a sense of, wow, that is so awesome. That is so cool. Look back and find that feeling and realise that. Hang on to that feeling that you had in the past, and don't lose it. Take that and hang on to that as well, and take it with you into the future and into the present, and use it. Find things to, find things. Yeah. So look at the things that gave you wonder and that caused you to go, oh wow, and use that sense of wonder that you got from the things in the past, and use it to, and take those lessons. Why it gave you a sense of wonder. How did it feel at that time? And take those things that you've learned. And so even if things were clouded in the past or not quite clear, they can still provide a pathway for you to follow, and take that sense and continue to take the sense of wonder that you had with you. At the present, openness. At the moment, be open to other people. Be open to listening to other people. Because by doing so, by opening yourself to other people and listening to them, so many things can be illuminated for you and come to light for you. And you can see above the clouds. There are clouds here, but it's clear above them, and the moon is clear. By being open to new ideas, by being willing to listen to people, you can see above the clouds that might otherwise hold you down and block your view. You can see above them. Okay? And you can see more. You will see more in the present. What to take into the future. Blessings. That's gorgeous. Remember how lucky and blessed you are. Yes, it can be really hard. I was out of work for 2 years, and I was on Social Security, and my husband's a pension, and and it was really, really hard at times. But we still counted our blessings every day. We have our house, we have each other. Don't forget those as you go forward in life. Take that sense of wonder that you had, sense of wonder growing up too. See if you can find that again. Take the lessons that you learned along the way, because they will illuminate a path for you. Be open to new things, because then you can see above the clouds that want to hide things. And count your blessings every day. There you go. Thank you so much for this. I love that you're joining me on this journey, and I just get so much enjoyment out of doing these videos. Some weeks I get more done than others, but I love the lovely comments from everyone, and please continue to watch, continue to enjoy. And if you've got any suggestions about, I want to do some more mystery tour videos, so if you have any suggestions about mysteries, historical mysteries and stuff, I don't want to look into anything about missing children or anything like that. That's very distressing. But like, hey, what happened to this person? What really happened with this, and what really happened with that? I'd love any suggestions that you might have. So, you know, like I did the Chappaquiddick readings. If you're interested in those readings, that was on the Teddy Kennedy accident back in 1972, I think it was, or 1971. And I don't normally do like 5 parts, but that was such an awesome thing to do. You know, generally to do things I can do in one reading, or 2 at the most. Anything like that. I'd love your input. So anyway, love you all, footprinters, and I will see you at the next reading. Bye-bye.